Hi, today we will be discussing self-esteem. I'm Kermit Cox and my partner is Jenny Heath. Can self-esteem make or break your day, your life, or even your career? We believe this has unknowingly happened more than one would think. Jenny and I are going to be exploring four major topics on self-esteem. First, Jenny will be discussing and establishing what is self-esteem and how it is actually defined. Next, I will discuss the effects of self esteem and explore the effects of self esteem in our life cycles and also in areas such as relationships, job satisfaction, occupational status, and health. After we have completed discussing the effects of self esteem, Jenny will dive into how we can improve our self esteem. Once we have covered these topics, Jenny will discuss the effects of self esteem and team partnership. And now, here's Jenny on what is self esteem.
Thank you so much, Kermit, for the introduction. We're first going to define self esteem. Defining self esteem, according to R.A. Steffenhagen, the importance is stressed on characterizing between the nominal and the real definition. The nominal meaning is a statement of a purpose to apply a word as an alternate for another expression or word. The real definition of self esteem is defined as the fundamental of the personality and therefore the foundation of all behavior, normal or pathological. I now give you back to Kermit.
Thank you, Jenny. Self esteem is something that every person has, while some have more than others. It is a crucial part of our development from childhood into adulthood. Self esteem can affect us as early as childhood and until we have become senior citizens. Studies have shown that self esteem can affect all ages but have the highest effect on adolescents. It has been found that the strong relationship with adolescents is due to dissatisfaction of the body. This dissatisfaction can also lead into adulthood as well. It has also been found that the link has not varied much between male and female with body dissatisfaction. So, what does this tell us? This tells us that although there are differences in gender, both have the same strong feelings of dislike about one's appearance. This unhealthy dissatisfaction can lead to negative behaviors later in life, such as unhealthy eating habits, weight control behavior, and psychological distress. As one becomes older, it has been proven that self esteem does increase. But it has also been found that we eventually reach a peak in self esteem and in one's life cycle and will then begin to decrease as one reaches the ages of what would be considered elderly. As we go through our life cycles, studies have shown both high and low self esteem will have an impact on our successes and failures in life. Self esteem in relationships, job satisfaction, occupational status, and salary have all shown positive correlations to affect one's self esteem. It has also been proven that one with high self esteem is more likely to have better physical health than those who don't. So, what does this mean? It means that there is, in fact, correlation to one's self esteem, and one's self esteem does affect us in all aspects of life, from growing older to careers and life in general. And now, Jenny will be presenting how we can better improve our self esteem.
Thanks again, Kermit. Having an understanding of self esteem and its effects will better prepare you in understanding the improvements of self esteem. The theory of looking glass self suggests that individuals view themselves from the viewpoint of how others see them. They then incorporate these opinions into their present self concept. This is significant because the amount of perceived concurrence gained from others could possibly be integrated into the individual's own feelings of self worth. Here, we have identified 5 ways to help you improve your self esteem. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. It is a right that individuals have of acknowledging we are somebody, that we should be respected by others, if only because we have an existence in this world. If someone repeats something to themselves enough, it can be a negative or positive statement. The mind will eventually start believing the statement. Individuals are required to do a truthful evaluation of themselves, starting with the particular areas they are strong and weak in. After assessing themselves, they then need to make an honest effort to change their behavior. While self inspecting yourself, you have to understand there are a lot of facets of your personality and character that plays a significant part in your self esteem. We allow ourselves to behave differently according to the situation we find ourselves in. In order to correct this behavior, we need to allow ourselves to understand there are some things we have control to change, and there are things we don't have control of. The problems we had with low self esteem most likely resulted in the way those we consider to be valuable in our lives, such as our family and friends, how they treated us in the past. In order to improve your self esteem, we have to learn to leave the past in the past. Taken from that experience, we are not able to change the past. However, we are able to change how the past influences us today. We need to take charge of our lives by not letting anyone control us, and most importantly, controlling how we react to situations others bring to us. Studies have shown that in the older ages, taking a more conservative approach to life can promote healthy self esteem. Also, integrating one's own personal experiences and memories can also promote healthy self esteem in the older ages. Spiritual striving is the term used in a study done by Siachi in Heaven. The world has billions of people and many different religions. During this study, there was strong correlation to religion and self esteem. Whether you are religious or not, striving to improve your self esteem can also promote healthy self esteem. Understanding self esteem and its effects and understanding how to improve your self esteem, we now review the effects of self esteem and team partnership. In order to collaborate in a team, the individuals need to understand for their partnership to work, they have to realize to be successful, they would need to be vulnerable. By allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you are opening yourself up to receive criticism. Accepting the vulnerability in a partnership, each person should acknowledge 1. You are not perfect. 2. You do not know everything. 3. You are not too old to learn new things. 4. You do not have to be smart in order to learn new things. And 5. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. The success of the partnership is acknowledging when you should be vulnerable and when you should be strong.
Understanding self esteem can be the key to living a sound and healthy life and can also help us with our interpersonal communication skills. These two items go hand in hand because one with low self esteem will not be able to effectively communicate with others, while on the other hand, one with high self esteem will have the opposite effect and will be able to communicate with others in several different fashions effectively. Once you have understood and defined self esteem, we have to understand its effects. Understanding the causes and effects of self esteem and developing positive habits and techniques can not only improve yourself, but it can help you become a more confident you. Life is not always easy, and low self esteem can sometimes make life a little bit more difficult for us. But we leave you with a quote from Margaret Thatcher that we believe to be a true statement for maintaining a healthy you. Disciplining yourself to do what you know is right and important, although difficult, is the high road to pride, self esteem, and personal satisfaction.